What's up, fam? It's your girl Ty, and I'm back with another video. I'm so happy right now. Ask me why. I have no fucking idea. Nothing happened important today. Literally just got off work. Yeah. I didn't even get out my car yet, actually. But anyway, I just felt led to come on here, y'all, and talk about some real shit. This gonna be this the tea, right? We're gonna call this the tea talk. I might title it the tea talk too. But first of all, I love y'all. I fucks with y'all. Y'all literally my besties on the internet. Like Brittany said, if any of y'all know who Brittany is, Brittany Cosmetics. I said cosmetics, Lord. Anyway, if you know, you know. If you don't, you know. But yeah, it's y'all are my besties too. Literally, because I found that I used to be the kind of person that it used to be so hard for me to cut people off that I loved and that that I loved. And another thing too, me personally, I don't have a big friends. I don't even have a friend circle. First of all, I don't even have friends really. I have associates, but I don't really have friends. I used to have friends back in the day, and me personally, I just be I don't know, lately I just been thinking to myself, it's crazy because for so long I used to kind of think that I wanted friends. I'm I never do anything, I never got the house, I never do this, and I don't. But lately I just been feeling I don't really need nothing besides the shit that I got now. And I just been feeling I don't know. I've been stabbed in my back so fucking much, y'all, that I just don't want to have a friend. I don't want to make a new friend because I don't want to wait for that person to stab me in the back. I don't even know if that person gonna stab me in the back or not, but it's I don't even want to take the chance to see. It's kind of like life itself. It's like a journey. It's a gamble. You rolling the dice. You don't know what you're gonna get. Life is a gamble. You never know what you're gonna get. And it's that's how I feel with people and people energy. I've been hurt by so many people that I genuinely loved and care about. And it's what bothers me though is when people always want to talk about forgiveness. And don't get me wrong, I talk about that too. You should forgive. You definitely should forgive. You definitely should. God forgive us, and we done did some fucked up shit before. Ain't nobody on this bitch perfect. And if you is, baby, this probably ain't the channel for you. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. But it's me personally, I'm in a state right now where I just feel I always been a very forgiving person. And don't get me wrong, I'm still am a very forgiving person. But I don't understand, why do people think that just because you forgive, I don't understand why people think that you haven't forgiven them because you haven't allowed them in your space again. And I just feel people would treat you like shit, right? And then when you realize that they treat you like shit, or you speak out about that, if they're sorry, they think that sorry is just supposed to clear up everything. And don't get me wrong, yes, forgive. But when you mistreat someone or do something to harm someone or hurt someone, and understand that someone that I'm talking about, you don't know what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? All the this mistreatment, you don't know how many knives in their back. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, this just myself. Let's say it's 1,000 knives in my back from my whole life, right? Some of those knives have the same people's name on it. Some may not. But the point is, it doesn't really matter whose name on the knife. What matters is this person has 10,000 knives in their back. And just because you put one in their back and you didn't necessarily mean to, whatever it happened, I get it. You can be sorry for that. But you don't know if that knife killed that person. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel I don't know, this is for somebody. I feel maybe this is for somebody. I'm just speaking from my own experience right now. Sometimes we have to understand that just because a person don't necessarily want to take you back right there in that very second, doesn't mean they haven't forgiven you. You understand that? And if someone hurt you, you have the right to take time to heal. You don't have to just force yourself back into anything with no one that hurt you. It's called having boundaries. And when you start to show people that you have boundaries, they start to learn how to treat you. And if they don't learn how to treat you, then eventually they just leave your life. And guess what? People who leave your life, especially the ones who mistreat you, and they don't come back, it wasn't never meant for them to come back in the first place. And no, that person don't always gotta come running back. Look at, I get it. Sometimes people say they're sorry, and sometimes people feel like, well, she want me to keep saying sorry. Sometimes it's not even that. It's just the fact that that person heard you're sorry, they forgave your sorry, and they decided to move on with their life because they have a million knives in their back already, and the knife that you just put in their back almost killed them. So it's nothing to do with you at all. It's everything to do with me. You get it? It's like, don't feel guilt for giving yourself time to heal. Especially when you're giving yourself time to heal and giving space between you and that person who hurt you. You have the right to do that. And anybody who don't understand that, that's selfish. That's selfish. Because they think just because they said sorry, you're supposed to just open. No, it don't work like that. It don't always work like that. When you do a crime out here, sometimes the officer will let you pass. Sometimes the officer will give you, a slap on the wrist and say, don't do it again. But sometimes you get locked up. And that's just the way life's set up. You never know what you're going to get until you actually get in that situation, and then you see what you're going to get. But when you put yourself in a situation and you know what you did to get in that situation, don't you ever in your fucking life make a person who you hurt feel guilty for not taking you back right away. That's crazy. That's insane. That's insanity. That's what that is. That's selfishness. That's you only worrying about how you feel. So now, because you feel bad about what you did, or you feel guilty, or whatever it may be, and we all have experienced that before. Even the person on the other side who have been hurt, they have felt guilty before too about something. But guess what? They still have to wait till that person get ready to be like, you know what? I'm ready to be around you again. And if that person don't ever want to be around you again, you still have to be okay with that too. That's why it's important that you understand that the choices that you make not only affects you, but the people around you. So be careful how you treat people. Be careful how you treat people. Okay? And that's all I got to say for y'all today. I love y'all, and until next time. I'm sweating like a goddamn dog in this car right now. I done cut my car off. I literally, I told y'all I just got out of work. But, yeah, spirit was, like I say, it was all up in here. So it just had to come the fuck out. Because I just feel like sometimes people think that, when you're a godly woman or a godly man, that you're supposed to just keep on taking all the knives and all the punches and just keep rolling and being that nice, person to everybody, and just all open arms. And no. Your energy is precious. And people got to understand that hurt people, yes. However, maybe sometimes you get that person some time to heal, it won't feel like it's so much hurt. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes when you hurt somebody and you're sorry and they said they forgive you and they hear you out, and then you feel like, oh, they did say this, but now our relationship is not the same, so I know she was full of shit. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Because you did what you did, so now you got to wait for that person to heal too. Because what you did hurt somebody. So understand that, okay? Yeah, so I'm going to just end it right here, because I'll be talking for another 5 minutes in here sweating like a little dog. But yeah, I just understand that everybody is going through stuff. So like I say, sometimes when you do shit, people need some time. You know what I'm saying? People need time. It's nothing to do with somebody feeling like, oh, well, they always did this. Because me personally, I don't hold on to the past. I let go and keep going. But at the same time, though, I can't be no fool, and I can't keep putting somebody else's feelings before mine. I got to acknowledge that I was hurt by something. You know what I'm saying? I got to give myself time to heal from that, because my whole life, I never gave myself time to heal. I just was hurt, and I forgave that person the same day. And then I was around that person the same day like ain't nothing happened. And because I was that person, I allowed myself to be that doormat for so many people for so many years. And enough is enough. I love y'all. Until next time.